Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name's Ann, and I've been converting a 32-foot bus named Astral into a mobile tattoo and art studio in the front and a tiny home in the rear. This week, we're headed to Hoosier National Forest. Let's go!
Look at this little buddy. Hey, little buddy. Look at this cute little dude. Let's go put him on the leaf. Don't go up my jacket. You don't want to go on the leaf? There we go. Cute little guy. He's so teeny. He's so teeny and cute. Aw, look at him. So cute. Good morning. So, Audrey came out for a little bit today, which I'm super thankful for. She came out, she drank some tuna water, because I want to make sure she's drinking something, and she walked around a little bit, went to the litter box, and then she went to her spot in the back. So at least she's moving around. She's not too lethargic, although she's still sort of laying around a bit, so I'm keeping an eye on her, but it's good that she got up and used the litter box and drank a little bit of water. So I'm just going to keep an eye on her, and hopefully she'll come back out later today. But I wanted to make sure she was okay and moving around and drink some water before I walk the girls this morning. So yeah, we'll check back up on her when I get back. So yesterday there was a really big storm that came through like really quickly, and there were a bunch of trees that got knocked down. Luckily none of them near the bus, which is great, but there were quite a few blocking the roads. And like, here's an example. Yeah, so like some pretty good sized trees got knocked over. Like here was another one over here. So yeah, somebody came through with a chainsaw because we walked the other way yesterday, like last night after the storm went through, and somebody came through with a chainsaw and got them enough out of the way that cars could pass through. It was like enough for a small car, but if you have a really big truck, some of them you can get around, some of them you can't. But yeah, we're gonna continue to walk. I just wanted to show you that. It's like a little instead of a snowman, it's a woodman. A woodman. It's just another little camping spot out here that we found. It's small. Alright, let's go. Oh. So we're walking down here to see what kind of campsites we can find, see if there's any other ones that are big enough for the bus, and to also see if I have a phone signal at any of these places, because my phone only has signal in 1 or 2 spots, and somebody's calling me, so I'll carry this on later. Another little camp spot. Just too short. Just barely too short for the bus. Like maybe I could fit, but it'd be tight. So I'm not gonna try. Plus, big old wet trenches. So it wouldn't be good for a little tent. It's not super flat, but there's a tiny little flat area over here. It's a cute little spot though. Here's another little campsite. And these are all free campsites. Really muddy. But these are all free campsites around the same area. Not all of them are big enough for a 32-foot bus, including this one. But, I mean, you could get a car in here if it wasn't muddy, or a Jeep or something. They are excited, if you can't tell. Okay, it looks like we're going back to the road. Do some more hiking around. Over here, sir. Over here. This looks like it might be another spot. Normally if it's a house, there's a mailbox at the very end. Yeah, it's a camp spot. Still not big enough for the bus, and there's a huge hole right there filled with water. Look at that big tree down. But it's a good sized little area if you got a car. You have a few people out here. Ooh, look at that size of that fire pit. Come here, girls. Come here, girls. Come here. Look at the size of this fire pit, though. Yeah, this is a nice little area too. That was my friend Autumn, and she is going to meet us on our walk. She just got there and we were out walking, so we're turning around and heading back. But yeah, there were like 3 or 4 other free camping spots. None of them were big enough for the bus. But you know, we might try another day too, see if we get a little farther. Yeah, and the phone signal is about the same all the way down here. Like maximum 2 bars if I'm lucky, but it's like if I move 3 feet out of the way, it drops to nothing. So yeah, we're gonna head back, and I'm gonna check on Audrey again and hang out with Autumn for a little bit. Audrey, Meow, are you okay? So Audrey came out, as you saw, and she walked around a little bit, and she got in my lap and laid down. And so I decided to check her again and just make sure there was no other injuries or anything. I found another small wound on her side. It didn't look too bad, but it was a little bit bigger than the small ones that were on her leg. But then I looked at her paws, and it's too graphic for me to show you, to be honest. And I'm a little upset that I didn't notice this before, but she didn't act like that hurt. She only acted like she was having pain in her front section, which is why I looked at that, and she already was throwing a fit and crying a lot. So when I looked at her paw, if you don't want to hear this, just mute it for a few minutes. Her toe bean, one of her toe beans, is split from the claw all the way back to the end of the toe bean, and there's something stuck in it, and it's swollen to about 2 times to 2.5 times the size that it's supposed to be. It looks bad, and I soaked it for a little bit. I can't clean it out. I don't know if something is actually wedged in there or what's going on. I don't know what she got into when she got out, but because of that, I'm going to have to try to call. There's a vet I'm going to try to get a hold of tomorrow morning. They open at 8, and it looks like I'm going to have to drive the bus to town, and I've got to check to make sure the bus will fit in the parking lot, or I can find a place nearby to park. So I'm just worried now because it very well could be infected, and she's hiding again, so that's the game plan. I'm just going to try to get everything road ready again. I guess I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow morning when we're getting ready to head out, hopefully. I really hope they can get her in tomorrow. But either way, I'll update you, let you know what's going on.
It's excuse me here. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I by the way, I love this freaking. It's a beanie with a light on it, and it's brilliant. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep any longer. I'm so worried about Audrey, so I'm going ahead and doing my coffee now. I'm trying to be quiet so the animals can sleep. You can't see me at all, but I just don't want to turn on any of the lights yet because they're still. So I'm gonna have some coffee, wake up a little bit, and start just making sure the bus is ready to take off. Make sure I got everything packed up, and we're gonna go ahead and head out there before they even open, just in hopes that I can just get in first thing as soon as they open. But yeah, that's the game plan. I'm going to wake up, drink some coffee, and go ahead and head into town and try to get in as soon as they open, if at all possible. Yeah, no lights right now. I'm blabbering. So early. Just worried. Crazy dreams too. Listen.
Oh, this is tight.
Okay, so we drove into town in hopes that I could get a veterinary visit at this place that's like legit a 1-minute walk from me. We're parked in like a Family Dollar. But apparently they don't take walk-ins. She's like, I could get you in September. I was like, it's an emergency. So anyway, she gave me some other numbers to try, plus I googled some stuff, and I kept calling around everybody. Apparently there is no emergency vets here in Bloomington. They are all at least an hour and like 15 minutes away, and I'm probably going to have to head back to Louisville. I am on a call list, like if somebody cancels for today at one of the places. But I don't want to wait super long because of it being on her back foot. I'm worried there's already an infection, and I don't want to put that off. So I'm going to wait maybe another hour, and then if I don't hear anything back, I'm probably going to have to head back to Louisville. The good news is Audrey ate a little bit of tuna today. It's the only thing I can get her to eat right now, but she did eat a little bit of tuna. So at least she ate something, and I saw her use the litter box, so that's good, but you know. I just realized this is really close to my face. I look tired because I am, and stressed out. So we are back in Louisville, and we're at the animal clinic right now. They said it might be a 6 to 8 hour wait, but at this point I was like, it doesn't matter, just as long as I know she can get looked at and everything. She's hiding under the bed, so I'm going to wrap her up and then take her to the front door, and then they're going to come out and get her. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to have to probably go in through the back, but I'm going to set you up so you can see the struggle of me trying to wrap her in a blanket. Okay, hop up here and chill out. Easy. So when I got here and they took her, they said it could be anywhere between like 6 and 8 hours. Which I said that's totally fine, we'll wait, because I didn't want to drive anywhere else and then possibly not even be able to get in. At least they're open 24 hours here at this one, so I knew she'd be able to get in regardless. But they just took her in, so now I'm just gonna wait around and see what the results are. Alrighty, as you saw, I picked her up. She seems to be feeling pretty good. The wound looks a lot better than it did. I mean, it's still like a bit of a gaping hole, if I'm going to be honest. But hopefully you can hear me okay. I just started the bus. But yeah, so she's going to rest. I got a bunch of antibiotics, and they made sure she was hydrated and everything, because she was dehydrated. She had an infection, and she had a few little wounds that they had to clean up. So, I mean, best guess is something, when she got out, something chased her and might have got a hold of her a couple times. But luckily, it wasn't worse than what it was. So, she's just going to get some rest. I'm going to make sure she stays hydrated. And I got a bunch of medications and stuff to give her for the next 10 days. But she's better. She's good. She's just gonna be on some medicine. Thanks to my patrons, especially. Thanks to everybody who helped support me by watching the channel, liking, subscribing, all of that. And special thanks to Photography Gifts, one of my patrons who actually sent me a little bit of money to help me out with her vet bill. I really appreciate that. But I love you guys. Take care, and I'm gonna hopefully see you next week, right? Bye.
Take a step back. See the truth around you. From a distance you can tell